Okay. I know also there's a time limitation today, so we will make sure everybody is where they need to be when they need to be there. Good morning. I just wanted to note at the top I'm wearing red today in honor of National Wear Red Day and American Heart Month. Heart disease is the leading cause of death in the United States, claiming the lives of 650,000 people every year, with a disproportionate burden on communities of color. The President is committed to supporting Americans in their efforts to achieve better heart health and closing the racial gaps in cardiovascular disease. That's why we're taking a whole-of-government approach to reduce diet-related chronic diseases and encourage every American to live a healthy lifestyle. The President has also called on Congress to launch his ARPA-H initiative, which would invest billions of dollars in preventing, detecting, and treating cancer, cardiovascular conditions, and other deadly diseases. And there are a number of other red wearers today in here too. I don't want to speak to what you picked out of your closet, but maybe you're recognizing the same thing. Also wanted to note that a new competition and supply chain announcement that came out yesterday, from the Justice Department and the U.S. Department of Agriculture. They launched farmerfairness.gov, a new online tool that gives farmers and ranchers a one-stop shop for reporting potentially illegal practices in agricultural markets. As the President noted when he met with farmers and ranchers last month, the meat processing industry is highly consolidated. Just 4 companies control most of the markets for beef, poultry, and pork. That gives meat processors enormous power over farmers and ranchers, and too often they use that power to exploit and underpay them. The launch of this new tool is a critical part of the Biden-Harris administration's action plan for a fair, more competitive, and more resilient meat and poultry supply chain. This is a one-stop shop to report potential violations, and it will allow the Justice Department and the USDA to better address anti-competitive actions and create meat and poultry markets that are fair to American farmers and ranchers. Finally, wanted to note this shortly, the President will sign an executive order to improve timeliness, lower costs, and increase quality in federal construction projects. The order requires the use of project labor agreements on federal construction projects, which will help the management and coordination challenges that can stymie progress on major construction projects. Federal construction projects span the country, as we all know, from the maintenance of nuclear sites to the upkeep at our military bases to waterways and flood projects. Based in the FY 2021 figures, the order can affect $262 billion in federal government construction, contracting, and improve job quality for the nearly 200,000 workers on federal construction contracts. Additionally, as directly in the previous executive order, starting January 30th, federal contractors will be paid a $15 minimum wage. And briefly, the week ahead, last thing, on Monday, as you all know, the President will welcome the Chancellor of Germany to the White House, Chancellor Scholz. They will affirm the deep and enduring ties between the United States and Germany and discuss their shared commitment to ongoing diplomacy and joint efforts to deter further Russian aggression against Ukraine. They will also discuss our close cooperation on everything from the COVID-19 pandemic, to addressing the threat of climate change and promoting international security based on our shared democratic values. They will then participate in a joint press availability following the bilateral meeting. On Tuesday and Wednesday, the President will participate in events at the White House, providing updates on his economic plan to lower costs for the American people and create more good-paying jobs. And on Thursday, he will travel to continue promoting his agenda. I expect we'll have more details on that in the coming days. Go ahead.